Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mayank Singh. So, finally, here's the video you've been waiting for. This is a personal strategy of mine that I've been using for quite some time. It's a very profitable strategy. So, I'll discuss this strategy from A to Z. How to trade, how to set a stop loss, which strike price to select, and how much risk management is required. The accuracy of this strategy is approximately 80%. But if you use it well, correctly, you can take it to 90% accuracy. I've been using this strategy for 3 to 4 years and I'm really enjoying it. The best part is that the stop loss is very small, and you can even set targets of 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. It's quite good, providing a profit target. Many people wonder what scalping is. Scalping is a method of trading in which you stay in a trade for a very short period of time and either make a quick profit or exit immediately, even with a small loss. This is called scalping. One type of trading is intraday trading. You enter a trade in the morning and hold it until around 3 p.m. and then exit. So, if you trade intraday, the disadvantage is that most retailers have limited capital. If you trade intraday, you'll buy options. In option buying, if the market accidentally moves sideways, as our data shows, our market moves sideways almost 80 to 90% of the time. The rest is a very short period of time when there's a trend, right? So, money is made in that. But when a trend occurs, you're unable to capture it properly, and you incur losses intraday. Intraday is for those with more capital. Those who sell options earn good money. And with scalping, many retailers have less capital, so they can earn daily income through scalping. So, if you don't have time right now, don't watch the video in a hurry. The video will be quite interesting. So, like the video and leave it or add it to your watch list. You'll watch it carefully later with a pen and paper. You'll have a lot of fun and learn a lot. So, watch carefully and try to adopt this strategy in your life, because I believe it can completely transform your career if you learn to use it well. So, let's start the video. In this strategy, you'll need to apply 2 EMAs. First, click on Indicators and then search for EMA. After searching this way, the first option that appears will be Moving Average Exponential. You need to double-click on it. It will be added here. By default, you'll see its length is 9, but you need to change the length of 1 to 15. Okay? I'll explain why this is more useful. So, look carefully without skipping, because I believe that if you look at it carefully, your trading career could change. So, add one here and change its color as well. So, we see 2 separate EMAs visible here. The one moving closer to the price is the 9 EMA, and the one slightly further away is the 15 EMA. So, the 9 EMA means that this is the exponential moving average line of 9 candles, okay? And the 15 EMA is the moving average line of 15 candles. So once you add it, I'll tell you how to use it. Now, I'll tell you how you can scalp using these 2 EMAs. First, let me tell you where you shouldn't trade. Whenever the EMA is sideways like this, okay? Whenever the EMA is flat, you shouldn't trade. If you scalp there, your SL will be triggered repeatedly. So, whenever the direction of the EMA is like this 15 EMA will be down and 9 EMA will be up. So, whenever this happens, you should see that at least its slope, which is in degrees from the ground, should be above 30 degrees. Only then will your trend become apparent. Yes, it's in a bullish trend. If the market is trending this way, the angle will be 30 degrees. I'm talking about 30 degrees for the downside, or greater. Okay? If you encounter such a situation, you need to use this strategy effectively. Now, I'll explain the strike price and how your entry and exit points should be. Whenever you scalp, you must always stay in the money. Stay in ITM options, okay? You can also stay in ATM. But you'll make better profits in ITM. In the money, at the money options will be fine, but you absolutely must avoid OTM. If you scalp in this, you won't make any money at all. Absolutely none. So, you either need to stay in the ATM market for a long time, or you need to stay in the ITM market at all times to be quite profitable. I'll give you an example of how much you should stay in the ITM market or how much you should stay in the OTM market. Suppose the bank Nifty price is trading at 40,000. Right? And here, you've created a setup on the EMA. Here, you're getting an entry candle. So, which option should you buy? Suppose the price here was 4,100. So, what you should always do is, if you want to buy a call, you should select a strike price of 40,100 points below this price. So, you can buy the 40,000 call option here in Scalping. And your SL will remain below. I'll discuss this in detail. Which candles should you enter on? Which candles should you exit on? And how much profit target should you wait for? When should you wait until a higher profit target is reached? When should you exit at a lower target? Okay, I'm going to cover everything, so watch carefully. Don't skip a single part of the video, otherwise you won't learn anything from it. So this is our criteria. You always have to stay in the ITM, okay? If you exit this, you won't make much money, okay? ATM will still work. I'm saying this because the delta of an ATM is 5, and that of an ITM is 5 to 6. So, suppose if Bank Nifty moves 100 points, your ATM option will move 50 points. But if Bank Nifty moves 100 points, the 6-point ITM option will gain 60 points of momentum. So, for this reason, we always stay in the ITM. ATM or OTM options are slightly cheaper, but you don't have to operate cheaply. And let me tell you one more thing about this strategy. The minimum capital you should have is 25 to 30%. Otherwise, you won't be able to profit because your psychology will be impaired and you won't be able to properly wait for profits. Your SL will be hit repeatedly. Your account will gradually dwindle, okay? So, keep these things in mind. You should have at least 25 to 30,000. This will allow you to trade effectively. So, this was our entire criteria. How to select which strike price. Now, let me explain risk management and the entry and exit points. The most important point of this strategy is that our stop loss is very small. For example, suppose we entered on a buy note, okay? If we entered on a buy note on this candle, our stop loss would be just the low of that candle. So, our stop loss is very small. We don't stay in this trade for too long, either by placing a small SL or by taking double the profit. This is how this scalping strategy works. Therefore, it's also very good for our health. If you're a trader, you know how many health issues a trader faces. Mental psychology is always disturbed. Heart problems arise. Therefore, if you don't stay in a scalping trade for too long, you'll avoid both of these problems. Now, I'll explain the entry and exit criteria for this trade. Pay close attention. Now, I'll tell you which candles you should enter when you see a buy trade and which candles you should avoid. I'll tell you 3 candles. When it's time to buy, which candles should you enter on? Whenever you see a candle like this, okay? A candle like this should be a pin bar candle or a full body candle. It should be slightly weak at the bottom, or a big bar candle, okay? Whenever you see these 3 candles at the EMA or crossing the EMA from below, and the direction of the EMA is upwards, you should enter at the high of this candle. Enter here. Enter here. Whenever you buy at the high of this candle, you should trade by placing an SL at the low of that candle. You will notice that as soon as you enter, the momentum will give you a good target or your SL will be hit. So keep these 3 candles in mind. I will also show you these 3 candles on the chart so you can observe them better. So, look, the first candle will be our pin bar candle. Look at this candle. Look at how beautiful this pin bar candle is. I will show you the second candle. This candle is a big body candle, okay? Meaning, there is a slight development from the bottom. This means it's considered a good bullish candle. It's also a bullish engulfing candle because it's engulfing the previous candle. Let me show you the third candle. This is our third entry candle. It has a large body, so, you need to enter on this candle. I've already listed 3 entry candles for buying. For selling, you just need to find 3 candles opposite it. Exactly 3 opposite candles. So, for buying, you need to look at these 3 candles, and I'll tell you what your entry and target should be. If you've just started trading for a few months, you should select a 5-minute chart. As you become more expert, you can reduce the time accordingly. So, first, you'll see that the EMA is completely flat, and then, as the chart progresses, I'll tell you, you'll see that gradually, the direction of this candle, this chart, has completely changed, and you can see it trending. So, as soon as it starts trending, you'll see it forming a slope of more than 30 degrees from here. Now, you need to use scalping because you're an option buyer. We need momentum. You'll only get momentum when your EMA takes this direction. So, as soon as you see a bullish candle forming on the EMA, touch it and enter at the candle's closing. This way, establish a long position here. Your SL will be at the candle's low, and your target will be 1 to 2. So, set a 1 to 2 target this way, and then you'll see that it will quickly gain momentum. Okay, so it gains momentum very quickly and moves in your direction, because you'll see that the price at which you entered never went below your price. So, this is how we should approach a buying trade. This was the first scenario. Let me show you how to enter the second candle. Look at the second entry candle. You'll see the EMA was trending sideways. Look again from here as momentum began to build. Okay? You'll see the EMA changing direction. It's once again seen reverting to its original trend, followed by a pullback. So, the pullback will come, and as soon as a bullish candle appears on the EMA, you'll see this large bullish candle form. You need to enter on this candle. You need to enter on this type of candle, and your stop loss after entry will be at the candle's low, and you need to set a target of 1 to 2. After that, you'll see that it hits your target in one go. So, this was our second entry candle. Let me show you the third entry candle. So, here, you'll see our EMA is in an uptrend, and then it's crossing the downtrend. Okay, if it rejects from here, it will form another bullish candle. If the third candle, our entry candle, appears to be forming here, we'll enter it. You'll see it cross below. But look at this candle, it crossed the EMA from below and both EMAs, forming a nice bullish candle here. This is our third entry criterion. Because it's not always the case that such a candle will form just by touching the EMA. Even if the EMA crosses from below, such a candle can form. You need to enter here in such a situation. After entering here, your target will be 1 to 2. You'll place a stop loss below this level, setting a target of 1 to 2. You'll see that your target is hit in one go. You should always trade this way. Always believe in your system, only then will you become a good trader. Keep taking small risks. Our biggest problem is that we incur huge losses during intraday trading, which we can't recover. The biggest advantage of this strategy is that our stop loss is quite small. Even if it's hit 2 or 3 times, it's easily managed within a single trade. This is the biggest plus point of this strategy. You can use this strategy with complete confidence, and for selling, simply do the opposite. I'll demonstrate a single selling trade, just like we described here, so that you can relate to it better. Where should you enter, where should you exit, and then I'll tell you the most important point, which will be the most important point in this trading strategy. So, pay close attention to it. First, I'll show you 3 selling points. Where to sell. In selling, you'll see the EMA pointing downward, at 30 degrees from the plane. Only then will you believe that this is a sell trade, as you'll see, and you'll find an entry here as well. I'll show you how to find your entry here later. We're seeing a fairly bearish market. So, how do we find an entry here? As you can see, this candle has crossed from above. Our overall trend is down, and after remaining sideways for a while, the EMA formed a bullish candle, but it rejected completely and moved down, giving our EMA downward momentum. Right? After that, you'll see that the direction of the EMA has changed here, and the slope of the EMA has exceeded 30 degrees. As soon as this candle formed, it's a very good bearish candle. You had to enter this candle with a short sale, and your SL above it will be for this candle, and your target will be 1 to 2. Right? You'll enter this trade by setting a 1 to 2 target. You'll see that our target will be hit in one go. So this is how you enter the trade. And the second candle, which served as our entry criteria for selling, is this candle. You can see that if you entered here, and when you got a high in this candle, you could have exited here as well. Don't worry, you don't have to wait for a single reversal candle, because you're scalping. If you see such a large red candle converting to green, you should exit from there. Then you should have re-entered. As you exited this one, your second entry was retested and this bearish candle formed by touching the EMA again. You would have entered here again for a sell trade. If you had shorted here, your SL would have been at the candle's high, and your target would have been 1 to 2. You could have entered the trade here. So, this way you would have got a good trade in momentum. Okay, this is how you get a trade. Backtest it thoroughly. I've been backtesting for quite some time. I even trade a lot using it. I'll show you how to trade in the live market. This strategy works incredibly well. If you use it well, you can achieve 90% accuracy. Because we trade this strategy in a trend, right? We never use this strategy in a sideways market. We never use it in this or that area. We always use it in this area. We use it in such areas so that our winning probability is very high. We use it in such areas. You'll see selling here too. What a momentum candle it shows forming here. So you should go and backtest this strategy. I've been using it for quite some time, at least 8 or 7 times out of 10. It will give you very good targets. It will give you big targets. It will give you good targets in each candle and then leave. So, the most important thing to keep in mind in this strategy is that you can never use either Nifty or Bank Nifty separately. Whenever you're scalping, you should have 2 screens side by side. Like this. You should keep both screens positioned this way, with Bank Nifty on one side and Nifty on the other. So, let me tell you what to avoid in this. Because if you use it on a single chart, if you only use Nifty and ignore Bank Nifty, your accuracy will decrease slightly. But if you use Nifty and Bank Nifty together, you'll be much more profitable. So, let me explain how to use Bank Nifty and Nifty in this strategy. Suppose you're getting a selling trade in Nifty at this point. Scalping trades here, okay? But if Bank Nifty is seen trading above a support level somewhere, at this point, your sell trade won't work. Because levels always work better than breakouts. If Bank Nifty continues to trade above support, it may show upward momentum from here. This Nifty won't fall so sharply. So, what you should avoid when selling is that if you trade Bank Nifty, you should do just the opposite. If you trade Nifty, I'm telling you that if you're trading Nifty, then Bank Nifty should never be trading above its support level. It should always be above support or falling below its resistance level. Your winning probability at that point will be more than 90%. This is my personal experience. I've demonstrated this to you many times in the live market, so you should also try it carefully. It will be very useful for you. If you're scalping, suppose you find a buying candle here. You're buying here by placing a SL at the candle's low. But if Bank Nifty appears to be resisting at the same resistance point, right? So, both are contradictory. Buying is occurring in Bank Nifty and selling is occurring in Bank Nifty. You should never trade in such a situation, because your winning probability will be very low, meaning less than 40 to 30%. Right? That means you'll have such a high winning probability, so you shouldn't work in such a situation. Whenever you see a buying trade, you should also see Bank Nifty buying from its support level. Only then will you be more profitable, your psychology will be better, and your targets will be hit more often, and stop losses will be hit less often. Right? So, these were our basic criteria that you can follow properly. So, go ahead and backtest this strategy. Implement it thoroughly in your life. If you have any doubts about this strategy, please ask in the comments. I'll answer them thoroughly. Okay? If anything remains, I'll explain it again in the live market. If I missed any points, the most important thing was to use both Bank Nifty and Nifty simultaneously, so that we don't enter a single wrong trade. Okay? So that was our strategy. Use it well. Scalping. If you're a retailer, you can grow your capital significantly by scalping and make good money. So let's wrap up the video. If you found the video inspiring, please like it. Share the video with any of your friends who are making losses. Tell them to watch it. If they watch it carefully and adopt it, they will become quite profitable. Okay? That's my guarantee. Watch the video carefully, like it, share it, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel quickly. Bye. Thank you. Thanks for watching, guys.